had the feet done and wormed and everything. So sometimes they can be a little temperamental and don't want to play the game, but that's a challenge that you kind of take on. And they're great. They have the stamina and the speed for the hunts. I mean, we hunt sometimes, anything from 5 to 7 hours sometimes, and the horses have to be fit, and again the hounds have to be fit too. So yeah, they really are like athletes, really.
Now, does your riding garb, has it changed coming from England?
Yeah, one of the things that which I really enjoyed when we come down to Georgia and in Illinois, a lot of the photos in the magazines, you see everyone kind of dressed up in their red coats and all fancy stuff. We are very low key and adorable, the guys that you've seen us on the road with, just jeans and put a pair of half jacks on and just go and be comfortable. And it's it's nice to kind of look smart and have the tradition side of it, but really when we hunt 5 days a week, and it's tough to get your kit clean by the next day. And I don't miss. I mean, the one spot I was in Canada, I was responsible for my own gear, my boss's gear, and his wife's gear as well. So that was 3 pairs of boots that had to be polished and shined every time. We had 5 buttons down the front, 2 on the back. That soon added up on top of your kennel work and your barn work. So I don't miss that side of it at all. And it's and I think it's sometimes you can a lot of people have this idea of the fox hunting people and kind of an upper class kind of thing, and I'm just a working guy. I mean, I have no money to put together. So I think if you're trotting down the road and you're in your Jeep, just dressed comfortable, and you're more approachable, I think, and people are like, oh, that, rather than looking at a big fancy setup. So it's I think it works for us in our favor. Now there's a lot of hunts throughout the country that are very traditional, and they want to keep on their red coats and the white briskers and their boots, and they think they have a side where they think, well, that's important, and to them that is, it's but we found it just kind of a low-key kind of works for our benefit. So.
Did you ever have the desire, being that you're kind of into jumping, to go into the show jumping or the cross country?
Yeah, not really the show jumping. It's funny. Going cross country following the hounds. It's I mean, my main job is to stay with the hounds when they're running, is to stay with those hounds and make sure that they're safe. If they cross a road, to get there before the hounds, to make sure that they get across, and I count them running. And so in my line of work, I've jumped some real crazy stuff to get there. Ditches, and especially back in England, some wire fences and stuff like that. And I've never really given it much thought at the time. I've been on hopefully a good horse, and I'm just been concentrated on going and doing my job. And then I think back and think, well, why, if I could do that, why can't I go into a show ring and jump nice fences? But I have no desire, and I'm absolutely terrified of going into a ring and people watching me. I don't know why, because I'm capable enough of doing it, but it's just that fear of, I guess, people watching me and being in a ring. I don't know, but so not really. But the cross country, I enjoy that. And
is that pretty much like your steeplechase?
Right, exactly, yeah. And that was another thing I wanted to, when I was younger, I wanted to go and be a jockey. but I got too tall and I was carrying too much weight to do that. So, and them guys, they're a little crazy to do what they do. So, but yeah, you jump some interesting stuff out. You know, when we're out hunting, it's challenging for sure.
Now in England, of course, maybe you've even come across it here where you have a covey of quail. Are your horses trained well enough that when they come into a covey of quail and they all fly?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I mean I heard a lot of guys talking about them tonight. Is the turkeys? They, for some reason, really spook the horses when they sit tight, and then all of a sudden they get up and that. For some reason, that really spooks the horses. But
do a ride along with them.
I need some of you guys just to sit on the back and just. But yeah, I mean, and each horse is different. I mean, you get some that totally fine will walk, past a huge fire and won't even look, but you'll go one more field and there'll be a plastic bag half a mile away flapping, and he'll spin around and try and gallop 2 miles back away from it. So each horse is kind of different. But yeah, I don't think I've come across where, with the quails, I don't think I've really come across that. But the turkeys, I've been dumped off a horse from a turkey before. And just been lying there on the ground and then seeing the horse run away. That's when I really want to take a turkey hunting. I brought, where are they? These are just a couple of the things that we, kind of the tools of the trade. The one is the hunting horn. So the hounds are commanded by voice and use of the horn. So when they get out of voice range, the hunting horn comes into play, and you can relay what's going on. Like I'm assisting the huntsman, so he can. I'll be able to tell by him blowing the horn a certain way or a certain tune what is going on. There'll be certain tunes that mean I've seen a fox here. Quick, let's get the hounds together and let's go. And there'll be other ones where he'll be collecting the hounds in, and I know the difference in what they are, and the hounds do too. So that's kind of a main tool that we use.
Blow that button, see what's all right.
Definitely, you guys know.
What does that mean?
That's just basically just encouraging the hounds. I can run through a couple of them if you want.
I used to blow the cow horn.
Yeah, I got one.
Dogs.
Yeah, we had. They used what they used to fox hunt. They said they had some cow horn.
That's right.
And it had I've got one somewhere. I don't know where it went. It's right there. It's supposed to. I painted a little fox on it.
Really, yeah. A lot of the American huntsmen still use the cow horn.
Oh, really?
Yeah. One of the most exciting calls for me is when you've seen the game, when you've seen the coyote or the fox or the pig, and it's kind of rallies all the hounds and lets everyone know what's going on, and I like to do that.
I bet a turkey gobbling that.
Why don't you come with me in the morning?
Bring your horn.
So you can tell by that that's like really fast and like quick, let's get here. So and then on the other side of things, so very often if we've caught the coyote or the pig or something, to encourage the hounds, we'll blow the horn to let them know that they've done a good job, and that's kind of more like, all right, you've done a good job. Let's settle down for a minute. So there's probably, you know, there's 15 different calls that go on, you know, you can go on and on, but that's the hunting hall. This, can you guys hear me, or do you want me to?
We can hear you. There's about 2 deaf ones in here.
This is our hunting whip. We don't really have to whip the hounds, you know. It's more of a threat than anything. It's just a visual thing. So very often if we're trotting down the road, or you know, going through a yard or something like that, and we need the hounds to get over in either side, you just drop that out, just put that off to your side, and those hounds will just kind of move over.
He's running, looking down his back.
And then I use it more a lot. For instance, if we have to stop the hounds for any reason, if there's a piece of land that we're not allowed to go on, or you know, if someone's horse is hurt or something and we've got to stop, or basically we're running out of horsepower and we can't keep up with them and we have to stop them, or for a road or whatever reason, I'll use this, and I won't do it in here because I'll hit the ceiling, but you can basically crack it, and that stops the hounds, gets their attention, you know, from hunting to like, what was that, and then you can collect them, and then you use the horn to blow, and they'll just move along with you. A lot of people ask me when we're training the puppies, when we first kind of start training the hound, you know, the pups to hunt or to, you know, one question is always, how do you get that many dogs to follow you? You know, why don't they just run? And basically they want to be with me. You know, I'm the leader, I'm the main guy, and you know, they want to kind of please me and be with me. Same with like a bird dog, you know, or any kind of dog. But
He never hunted bones.
but you get, what I always use is, this is a couple, we call it. So when I have a young hound that I'm beginning and taking out of the kennel and exercising, I will attach this collar to an older hound, a more, you know, a steady old hound, and then put this one on the pup. And every time that pup tries to pull away, the old one will be, no, we stay here. And then it can depend on the individual hound, but normally it only takes, you know, a couple of days, and they're like, okay, I'll get the picture now. And, but we never really hunt with them like this, because you know they're getting to the woods and they'll be tangled up within 2 minutes. So this is just something that I use on a, you know, around the kennel when we walk the hounds out. We exercise the hounds every day, sometimes twice a day. So whenever we go out, I use this on the younger pups.
I use that method when raising any different breeds that I've raised, and I've used that method to tie a pup to the mother to teach it to leash train them,
Right.
and that worked perfect.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, same thing. It makes my job so much easier, especially when I've got, you know, 5 or 6 pups. I can put them on, and you know, it's easy.
I have a question I've been dying to ask him a long time.
Yeah.
How much dog food do y'all go through? I mean, in the mornings you can hear them where we're at farm hunting or something. You can just hear this chorus of dogs, and I hate that to feed all them.
We go through a lot. At the moment we feed dry kibble, just out of bags, and for 100 dogs, we're probably going through about 100 pounds worth of dog food. So
And
maybe
what period of time?
just one day.